Since past few years, it has been observed that these type of questions are quite popular in JEE Main, wherein they give you a quadratic equation whose roots are alpha and beta and an expression involving nth power of alpha and beta is given to you and you need to answer accordingly. This question was asked in JEE Main 2024, and if you observe, a similar question was asked in JEE Main 2023, wherein they are giving a equation, a quadratic equation whose roots are a and b, and can you see again the powers of a and b, the powers of root, the similar power, a raised to power 21 plus b raised to power 21, right? So like this question. So these type of question can be easily solved with the help of Newton's formula. So in this video, we'll be learning what is the Newton's formula, how to apply the Newton's formula, and we'll be solving both the questions from 2024 and 2023 as well. It will be helpful in your upcoming JEE Main attempt. Okay. And if you dig deeper in past few years, in 2022, 2021, 2020, so you can find similar questions like this as well. Right? So let's go straight to the Newton's formula now. So suppose you are given with a quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. Both the roots of the quadratic equation is given to us, that is alpha and beta. And this expression is nothing but Sn is equals to alpha raised to power n plus beta raised to power n. So in question, what they can do is they can always talk about n, or they can talk about S21, S23, S19, S17, S18, S200, anything. So S21 will be what? Alpha raised to power 21 plus minus beta raised to power 21. Just an example, right? So this is how your Sn is. Okay. All right. So now what does Newton's formula say? So Newton's formula says that if you are having this quadratic equation whose coefficients are a, b and c, then what you can do is you can just simply write the coefficients a, b and c along with the sign. Okay, so right now we are having a, b, c with a positive sign, and now you can attach or you can multiply the sequential terms of Sn. How? Let me just show you. So a will be multiplied with Sn. Then b will be multiplied with Sn minus 1, 1 less than that, and c will be multiplied with Sn minus 2. This is equals to 0. So this is valid. This is a valid statement. That's all. This is the Newton's formula. Or what you can write is, okay, so a will be Sn plus 1. Then now b will be multiplied with Sn, 1 less than this, right? And c will be multiplied with Sn minus 1 is equals to 0. Furthermore, so these are the generalized version. Specifically, what you can do is, you can just put any value of n to it. So a times, suppose S20 plus b times S19 plus c times S18 is equals to 0. This is what your Newton's formula is, right? Okay. Now you must be wondering that how we are writing it, directly how we are writing it. So let us understand the small proof. It will not take much time. We have a small proof of it. So this is your Newton's identity for a quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0, right? Let us now prove it. And Sn is alpha raised to power n plus minus beta raised to power n. So we take plus this time. Minus with minus sign we can also prove it. Let's prove it with plus sign this time. So let's put the value. So a times, now Sn will be what? Tell me. So Sn will be alpha raised to power n plus beta raised to power n plus b times, what is Sn minus 1? So put the value b, alpha raised to power n minus 1 plus beta raised to power n minus 1 plus we have c times Sn minus 2. So alpha raised to power n minus 2 plus beta raised to power n minus 2. This is equals to 0. That's what we need to prove. So what I'll be doing is, over here we will be keeping these three terms related to alpha together. Let's do that. So a times alpha raised to power n plus b times alpha raised to power n minus 1 plus c times alpha raised to power n minus 2. Let's keep it together, and the remaining terms similar, a beta raised to power n plus b beta raised to power n minus 1 plus c beta raised to power n minus 2 together. So we need to prove this as 0. Okay. So can I take alpha raised to power n minus 2 common? If I do that, what will be left? So a alpha square plus b alpha plus c, right? And over here, if I take beta raised to power n minus 2 common, again a beta square plus b beta plus c is equals to 0. That's what we need to prove, right? Now, can you see that what was your quadratic equation, by the way? So your quadratic equation was this, whose roots were alpha and beta, right? If I put alpha, it will satisfy. That's what we did. That's what it is written to, right? Written over here. So this quantity is 0 because the root is satisfied over here. So this is 0. 0 multiply something is 0. Then 0 multiply something is 0 again. So we are having 0 plus 0, and that is nothing but gonna give you a 0. Alright, so this is a proof. Now this is what you can write. Now let's understand the question. So first of all, let's do JEE Main 2023 question, right? So let's understand this question now. If a comma b are the roots of the equation this, then the value of this is what we need to figure out. So first of all, let us define our Sn in this. So Sn will be nothing but clearly a raised to power n plus b raised to power n, because here a and b are the roots. Okay, so this is your Sn. Okay, and what you want to figure out is, so this expression value, so this will be your S21, this will be your S17, and this is S19. So you are here to figure out the value of S21 plus S17 upon S19. Okay, now how to solve, how to apply, how to think, let us understand. Okay, so this is what you need to figure out. Let's do it. So first of all, you can clearly see that this is your 1 is your A, minus 7 is your B, and minus 1 is your C. So what you can do is, you can simply write, okay, so A times S21 plus B times S20 plus C times S19 is equals to 0. Let us now understand what is A, B and C. Clearly A is 1, okay, and B is minus 7, and C is what? Minus 1. So let us replace it with, so this is your 1, then we have minus 7, then we have minus S19. Okay, alright, so S21 clearly is nothing but 7S20 plus S19. Okay, so we can put the value over here, right? We can replace S21 by this. But one more step we can do, So similar, S21, so we can start writing with S20. So S20 minus 7S19 minus S18 is equals to 0. Similarly, this is also can be written with the help of Newton's formula, right? So now S20 will be what? Tell me. 7S19 plus S18. Right? Similar like this. Now we can plug in the value of S20 over here. So S21 will be equals to 7 times. Now S20 if I plug in 7S19 plus S18, and we are having plus S19. Okay. So this will be 7 7s are 49 plus 1. So okay, 50. We are having 50. Okay. So 50S19 plus 7S18. Now we can plug the value over here. This is what we need to figure out. So this will be, S21 will be replaced by 50S19 plus 7S18, right? And we have plus S17 over here upon we are having S19. Okay, alright. Now can you see this? What is this? Can you see this? S7S18 plus S17. What is this? So now we can still write S19 is equals to 7S18 plus S17 successively by Newton's formula, right? So S19 is equals to 7S18 plus S17. So this is nothing but clearly from that value is S19. So finally what you are getting? 50S19 plus S19. So that will be 51S19 upon S19, and these two values are getting cancelled out and you are left with 51. So correct answer is 51. This is a bit lengthier version of the Newton's formula, right, which was asked in 2023. Now let's understand 2024 question. Okay, let's understand 2024 question. So this is the question which was asked in 2024. Okay, very easy question, but this was a slightly generalized form of Newton's formula. So over here, this is your quadratic equation and this is your Sn. So now what they have done is they have attached these two constant with your alpha and beta. And you know what, the good news is Newton's formula is also applicable for the constant as well. That means Sn is equals to P alpha n plus Q beta n. Right? If this is your Sn, then also Newton's formula is applicable, right? So again, this is your x square minus x minus 1. So A Sn plus B Sn minus 1 plus C Sn minus 2 is your Newton's formula, right? This is what we have learned. This is your Newton's formula. A is 1, B is minus 1, C is minus 1. Okay, so A is 1, B is minus 1 and C is what? Again minus 1. So let's apply. So this is 1, minus 1 and minus 1. That means Sn is nothing but Sn minus 1 plus Sn minus 2. Right? Sn is nothing but sum of two successive terms lower than that. Okay, one less than that. So can you see the moment I put n is equals to 12, what do I get? I get option B. Because S12 is equals to S11 plus S10 and bingo, your option B is correct. So in like fraction of seconds, you can calculate the answer sometimes. But for question number 2 that was asked in 2023, it took us some time, but again the question became much easier. If you go by general method, it will take a lot of time. So this was all about Newton's formula and I'll see you in the next video.